Garrett here with Green Industries, and today we're taking a look at the all-new Wright LG Standard. Today we're going to be looking at some of the specs and features. We're out here at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds. We've got some hills here. We're going to be cutting some grass, looking at the cut quality, how reliable it is, why we love this mower so much, and what it's capable of. At Green Industries, we sell more stand-on mowers than anything else. Walk behind, zero turns, all great machines, but standers are so much better that probably 10 to 1, we sell standers over everything else. I want to show you guys why that is the case and why our customers have grown to love these machines so much. Traditional zero turns, when you're sitting on the machine and you're going over rough terrain, it's rough on your back because all of the compression is in your spine. You have a suspension seat and that helps, but it's really uncomfortable when you're using it for hours. With a stand-on mower, you have suspension in the platform that I'm standing on, and your legs, which are designed to take compression, are taking the bounce, from your spine and transferring that down. It's way more comfortable. The operators love it. Customers that we have that have had zero turns, have transitioned to stand-on mowers, they've loved them and they don't go back. Wright has been in the game making stand-ons for a very, very long time. They're one of the first. I would dare to say that they've almost perfected it with the LG. The visibility, you're much higher. If I were to be down here sitting on the deck, I have no idea how hot this is. It's not that hot. If I were sitting right here, I'm like 1.5 feet lower. So my vantage point, so I don't run over a stick or a pole, is way worse. Standing up higher, I can see more. I'm not gonna mess up my deck, run into a pole or a stump. Also, when I'm standing up here, if I need to get down to grab something like a newspaper that we all run over or a stick that I typically would run over, I can see it, one, but two, I can set the brake super quick and hop right off, and then I can grab it. And Wright even has a trash bucket right on the side of the machine to stick it in. They've thought of a lot. This trash bucket also has a mesh portion on the top, so when you're going on the road, back on the trailer, that stuff that you put in there isn't flying out. It's super helpful. With a zero turn, I got to put the controls out, put the brake on, step up off of the machine. I'm a lot less likely, your guys are a lot less likely to even pick up the trash. They're probably just going to run it over, and then the yard's going to be full of debris. With a stand-on mower, you can drive the machine, frankly, with one hand and use a backpack blower. So when you're done the property, you have long stretches of sidewalk in an HOA or a larger community, or even on a residential property, you can whip right down the sidewalk, blow it off, blow the driveway off. It's a lot more efficient. It's a lot more efficient than walking around with a backpack blower. It's super nice. It's amazing, really. You can't do that with a zero turn. You would catch a seat on fire with a muffler. The average zero turn in a 60-inch size, just like this machine, is gonna be in the 83, 86-inch range. It's a foot shorter. You can fit a lot more of these on a trailer or potentially have a smaller trailer. It's a lot easier to maneuver in a neighborhood and smaller areas. You can get more machines in a smaller area on the trailer, which is super helpful as well. From talking to Ed Wright, the design and purpose of this machine, which we have found to be the case, is to be a simple fleet machine. Amongst the Wright mower lineup, this falls right in between the Stander X and the ZK. The ZK is obviously a renowned stander. It's frankly one of the best standers in the game. The X, price point wise, incredible machine, efficient, pound for pound, again, one of the best standers in the game. This machine's right in the middle, right? So it's designed to be extremely productive. It's priced very aggressively, and it's designed not to fail. So with that said, the part count is far less than the ZK, but nearly as productive. One of the reasons ZK is so good is its hill stability, and they've transferred that into this machine as well. They've done a couple things. One, the tire size. These are 24 by 12 tires, so you have a massive tire for hill stability. The fuel tank is center mounted. It's an 11-gallon fuel tank. It keeps the center of gravity low on the machine and really helps with hill stability as well. They have a new pad, which is super comfortable. Same controls that all of the Wrights have, which frankly don't need any tweaking or updating. Instrument panel is super well laid out. It's super easy to use. The deck lift is as easy as they have always been in all of the Wrights, but literally I can do it with one finger up and down. It's fantastic. The number one reason we like this machine is it's been out now for a few months. We've sold a bunch of them, and we have had zero back for warranty. Zero. They have done what Wright has promised. They've been out cutting grass, helping our customers make money, and we love that. We don't want machines back for warranty work. We want them to be productive, the customer be happy, and it's delivered on that promise, and we're really excited about that. Another awesome feature of the LG is the deck height. This machine goes all the way up to 5 3/4 inches. A lot of other standers and zero turns, they max out at 4.5. 5 inches at most. Being able to go to 5 3/4 is huge, and it goes all the way down to 2 3/4. So you have that flexibility. If you want to go lower, if you need to go lower than 2 3/4, Wright gives you that ability as well. They've thought of everything. In the front caster yoke, on the fork rather, you can adjust that front bolt. If you do that, it gives you the ability to drop another inch. So this 2 3/4 becomes 1 3/4. So you have that full flexibility. Many of us will be mowing in the middle third of this range, but you have the ability to go all the way up to 5 3/4. If that grass is super heavy and super tall, you can start there and then move down. Check out how easy this thing is in the maintenance. I mean, the engine's super accessible. You can get all the way around it. Oil filter, super easy to get to. The belt, super easy to get to as well. If you drop the deck all the way down, replacing this belt is super simple. When this machine has 4,000 hours and it needs a new starter, it couldn't be any easier to change it. It's right there, super accessible. Valve covers for valve adjustments, there's nothing impeding it whatsoever. Oil change, same deal. It couldn't be any easier. Same thing with the spark plugs. There's nothing impeding anything. I mean, you can get a full-size wrench in there or ratchet, do what you have to do. We love how accessible and easy this thing is to maintain. All right, now that we've talked about the machine and showed you all the quirks and features, let's turn this baby on and go cut some grass. We've moved over to the area we found with the steepest grade. It's about 20% grade, and the grass is about 2 feet tall with gnarly weeds. So we want to put it through its paces. We'll see what it'll do. So we're going to fire it up and go through this stuff and see what happens.
How would you rate Garrett's mowing skills on a scale of 1 through 10?
Solid 5.
Guys, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. We love this machine. The way it cuts, we cut some gnarly weeds today, thick, wet grass. It did amazing. It didn't bog down once. We found a hill that previously they could only cut with a walk behind. We tackled that hill with ease. It was incredible. I was actually really impressed. I haven't tried to cut something like that with this machine before. You know, it's hard to see the striping with all weeds, but even through weeds, it striped the grass. Really impressed with this machine. Definitely check it out. Check out Wright's website. They have all the pricing updated regularly, so you can check that out as well. Our company's Green Industries. We're located in Annapolis, Maryland. Come visit our showroom. We have these machines on the showroom floor to check out. We can tell you all about them, run them around at our store. We're going to be coming with a lot more content like this, so if you like it, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well, or check us out on our website, greenindustriesequipment.com.